In this video, we are looking at Microsoft Excel and spreadsheets, and in our previous video, we looked at how we can create charts, or what some people call graphs. In today's video, we're going to look at how we can edit them and add a couple more features to our charts, or change the ones that we already have. So we have a spreadsheet and we have a couple of charts that we created in our previous video. So let's have a look at how we can edit some of them. Now, one of the things we covered in the previous video was how we can change the data. For example, here in this chart, we can see it's grouped according to the different quarters. And if I wanted grouped according to, I want all the companies next to each other, we would go to the chart design and we would switch the row and column around if we wanted to do things like that. So what are other things that we can do to change our charts? Now, the one thing you might want to change, I don't want to do a column or chart, I want to change it to a completely different chart. You can click on a chart and you can right click and you've got all the options over here that you would also have under chart design. And the one of them you'll see here is change chart type. So when I click on it, then you'll get a list of all the possible charts that you can have, and you can go through them and say, hey, I actually want to maybe change this to a bar chart when I want it to look like that. So you can change it around and so on. So that's how let's say I want to do that one. So there we go. You can also click on a chart over here and go to chart design, and you can change it over there as well. There's also the same option, and I want to change these ones back to a column chart. So there we go. So we're just swapping them around and so on. So you can change your chart type like that. You also get a combo chart. I don't know if you know about a combo chart. So a combo chart needs multiple series of data, so we can't really do it on that one. This one we can, because we have multiple points of data, and we can go and change that chart to a combo. So you see there's the combo, and then you can specify what each series would be. If you want a particular, maybe you want a line for just the Q1. So the rest of it's all nice in columns, but there we got a line for the Q1 value. So you could do something along those lines. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it like that. Another thing you can do is when you click on a chart, you can actually move it to a different place if you want. Maybe I don't want it to be on this page. I want it on its own separate sheet, for example. So when you click on here, you go to chart design, you can actually move the chart, and it'll give you an option to move it to a new sheet, and you can give it a new name. So let's say we're going to call this, let's call it chart 1, or you can make it an object in a different sheet if you had multiple sheets. Here we only have one, so we're going to put it in a new sheet, and if I click OK, this chart there, you can see chart 1, we have a whole worksheet just for this chart. And if I click on sheet 2, we go back to the other data. So that chart is now being moved to its own separate sheet, and it's just plain chart by itself. There's no other columns or little blocks that you can type in or values. It's just the chart. So that's quite nifty as well. While we're here, let's look at some of the options that we can do. When you are in a chart, when you right click on particular areas, I want you to take note of these little bubbles. I call them bubbles. Whatever the bubbles, wherever you see the bubbles, that means that tells you what is selected. So if I right click over here, it says you can format, if you go to the bottom, format the chart area. Now, what is the chart area? So let's say, for example, we want to change the fill color of the chart area. We're going to change it to, let's make it to a lighter gray. So let's change it to a lighter gray. So do you see how, we want to make it even lighter so we can see those lines. So there we go. Do you see how everything has changed? So now, if I click on just this area here, if I right click here, it's not format the chart area, it's formatting the plot area. And this one, I could change its fill color to a slightly different, let's change it to like a shade of blue. Do you see how that's changed it completely? Just that part has been changed. So that's how you can change little things like the chart area or the plot area. Even the series, now let's say, for example, those blue ones, I don't want them to be blue, I want to change them to a different color. So what you can do is, if I click on the blue ones, do you see that all of the blue ones have little bubbles around them? So now if I come here to the option, let's click on the fill, we have the data series, or you can right click on it and go format the data series, because this is a series of data, and we're going to change their fill to a different color. I want to change it to a solid red. So there we go. And you see it changed them all to red, and even changed the legend to red. Now what happens if we want just this one to be changed? Do you see the bubbles on all of them? I want just this one. So I'm going to click on it another time, just one more time. Click. So I clicked on it a second time. So once for all of them, and a second time for just this one. Just this one has the bubbles now. Now, if I change the fill of this one, you'll see that it changes just that one. If I had to right click on this one, it's the data point. It's not the data series. This is a data point. So if I click on one, it'll select them all. If I click on it again on one of them, it'll select just that one, and you can change them individually. And you can do other things. You can actually change it. For example, let's say I don't want the color purple. I want to change this particular one. Let's go change the fill. You could change it to a picture if you wanted to. So let's go find a picture. There's already pictures that are built in that you can go try select one of the textures, or we can go find one. I'm going to go insert one from a file. There's a nice little my logo. I'm going to insert my logo for that particular one. There we go. And so there it stretched my logo into that particular field. Maybe I don't like that option. If you look here, it's stretched. We can stack them. So it's lots of little logos on top of each other. So maybe you got, like, for example, this represents pies. And you got a picture of a pie. You want lots of little pies going up and down. You can even do that with your different charts and change the individual aspects like that. So let's go back to the other ones. Just a reminder from our previous video, we did this as well. I'll show you just again, if we want to change those values, you can right click and go format to that particular axis. It's already there over there. So if I go to the axis options and we actually go to the data, the axis options, we can specify what the max value, maybe we want to go from 0 to 100. So we click on 100. So there we can, the changes are from 0 to 100. We can say they must be in units of 20. And then it'll be 0 to 20, 40, and so on. So you can get that. Or maybe we want to 25 and do that. So it'll do like that. So you can do little things like that as well for your axes. Now, I'm going to create a chart as if I made a mistake. So let's say I'm going to make the profit and I forget to select the company name. And I go insert a chart. Let's go insert a little chart over here. A 3D column chart. So there we go. Now the problem with this chart that I've got here is that it's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the bottom, and I don't know what that means. And I forgot to go and add the company names. Like, oh, I forgot to add the names. Oh no. Well, then you can just go and add them. So when we right click on our chart, we can go and select the data. What data do we want? Well, I want to change the data. So first of all, I don't want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want it to be like that. So I'm going to edit it. I want those values to rather be, and now it's going to ask me to select. I want those values instead. And by doing that, it replaces that 1 with the A, B, C, the D, F, and so on. And by doing that, you'll see it put those values in nicely for me. Maybe we also wanted to add the sales with the profit there. Now, it wouldn't be good to see that because these values are quite different to that. But let's say we wanted to, then I could also go and edit, select the data, and we go, hey, we want to add another group of data. So we're going to add another plot point. What's the series name? Well, the series name is sales. So I'm going to select that block. And the values, we're going to get the values from those cells there. There's the block for the name, and then there's the block for the values. So I click OK. And by doing that, you go OK, you can see that it's added in those particular sales points there for ABC. So it's put them, added a series. And if I want to add another one, maybe I want to add these, you could do that as well. So you can edit your chart that way as well. So those are the basics of how to change things in your charts. You can just right click over here for more options to see what else you can do. You can also click on the chart design over there or the format and play around with all the possibilities of what you can do with charts. So there we go. So now if you've got your data, you can make some nice funky charts. They can tell you some information very visually. So it's a lot easier to read information in diagrams than it is to just see numbers. You don't get a cool representation of them. And this way you get a better representation of them. So there we go. So go and create some charts. So now that you know how to do charts, go to our YouTube channel, click on that subscribe button and share us with your friends so that they can learn how to do charts as well. Look at our playlist for other options and details of things that you can learn. And remember, don't do it the long way. Do it the Mr. Long way.